We should explore the ship.
Nothing interesting. Nothing here. Interesting. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Wonder what this means. Wonder what this means. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Mage must have slept here. Wonder what this means. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Nothing interesting here. Nothing here.
bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta Elbaya, Kaishta et Displair, Gevired mi Castle.
Care to trade places?
Just a bit more! I can feel the strength waving! Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon.
Tame Jinn, Kaishta.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places? Not good.
like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me, that I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. I shall scour the palace library for something, anything that might help us determine who or what the creature Skjal saw is.
Kaer Morhen's got a pretty rich library.
I shall search that later. Besides, we really should report to the Emperor.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
Was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details. I'll see you again soon.
Take care of yourself.
That's how you earn respect. Elegant girl. That's exactly how.
I heard Grey Inga augurs your son's future.
About to begin!
Vagrant.
You see my friends in show heart. Don't talk so much.
Why the spit not? Because they get hit in the gut.
See my plan?
Strange not.
No such thing as bad ships or bad weather. Only worthless fucking sailors. Interest you in a long ship?
You gotta cross the sea first. And this thing will sink come the first storm.
The same, but Yalma wouldn't listen.
Fine beauty,
Says cold and fit, and itchy. Her mom went and gave her up to Freya.
Take a hammer to you. No such thing as bad ships or bad weather. Only worthless fucking sailors.
Hands off our guns, boy.
Besides, worries like a boat need.
Clouds obscure the sky and turmoil grips the sea.
Freya, hear
Defend
my
us,
prayer.
great mother.
Freya, grant my prayer.
Stay with us right now, this increasing. I know you feel better. Greetings. What may I help you with this time?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions.
Yes? What is it?
Word is you've got a problem. Morkvarg, that's its name? Could tend to it for you.
Do so, and you will greatly please the goddess.
That's nice and all, but coin's what pleases me.
You look the type. Fret not, I shall pay. But only if you rid us of Morkvarg, once and for all. There have been those who have killed Morkvarg, but a curse has brought him back each time.
Notice I read didn't mention a curse.
All who live here know of it.
Could be, but I'm not from around here. Could use some information.
Archpriestess Ulva cast the curse. It bound Morkvarg to the garden for all time. So even if he is killed, he returns there.
Never heard of this Morkvarg. What is it exactly?
Not what, who. The worst man Skellige has ever known. He held nothing sacred, raided the lands of his own clan, took gold from Nilfgaard, murdered women heavy with child, and children he...
I know the type.
They said he feared but one thing, albeit secretly, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg decided to prove everyone, himself included, wrong. So he came to Hindisvja to raid the goddess's garden. This was years ago. Archpriestess Ulva stood in his path. He stabbed her in the breast and cast her into the mud. As her blood gushed forth, she cursed Morkvarg, and he transformed into a monster.
Notice I read didn't mention a curse.
All who live here know of it.
Could be, but I'm not from around here. Could use some information.
Archpriestess Ulva cast the curse.
So you said.
It bound Morkvarg to the garden for all time. So even if he is killed, he returns there.
Never heard of this Morkvarg. What is it exactly?
Not what, who. The worst man Skellige has ever known. He held nothing sacred, raided the lands of his own clan, took gold from Nilfgaard, murdered women heavy with child, and children he...
I know the type.
They said he feared but one thing, albeit secretly, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg decided to prove everyone, himself included, wrong. So he came to Hindisvja to raid the goddess's garden. This was years ago. Archpriestess Ulva stood in his path. He stabbed her in the breast and cast her into the mud. As her blood gushed forth, she cursed Morkvarg, and he transformed into a monster.
Might have already run into this Morkvarg. He, werewolf?
I know not. I'm afraid I've never seen him.
Shame that. Was hoping you could tell me more about him, help me with my work.
You might speak with Torridar's son, Einar. He saw Morkvarg and his men descend on the garden. He was the sole pilgrim to escape with his life that day. Settled in Larvik. You'll find him at the landing there, provided he's not at sea.
Farewell.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
You who grant us love, hatred, and strength. You who grant us love, hatred, and strength.
Freya,
Let's obscure
hear
the
me.
sky and turn
Freya, grant my plea.
Key, Raymond, where's the key? All I have in the chapter house, the crate, but the key, where's the key? Why so silent, Raymond? You thief, you rogue, you whoreson, you worthless bastard! I will find the key without you, idiot, stupid prick! You can hide your stench. Refreshing.
Talk now.
Only now can I. Such is the curse. Makes me bite, scratch, mangle, till I drop. You've got time before the blood's gone from me, and I return. Listen. Carefully. Undo the cuffs. Free me. Finally, I will reward you.
Mentioned a reward of some kind.
Looted, raided, drunk most away, all but one. True treasure, hid away, yours. Just help me.
Tiresome conversation. Not interested.
What will you do?
What a witcher ought to. Ideal friend. Patient, doesn't mouth off. Draft from below. A cave? for death to come. One of Freya's priestesses. No signs of violence. Must have died of hunger a while ago. Must have hid here when Morkvarg raided the garden. The key could come in handy. Floodgates open, but nothing's happening. Fell through the crevice years ago. Here we are again.
You kind. End this. Or release me.
So, no joy in being a werewolf?
Nay. It's the worst. Not the garden to which I'm bound, even. But the hunger. Anything I devour turns to ash. Ash I cannot eat. I cannot drink. Yet I bloody live and roam and prowl. The hunger is terrible. Terrible. I bite my own flesh. But the smallest morsel burns my throat like boiling tar.
Everlasting hunger, classic as curses go. Goes to explain why all those corpses went untouched.
Help, or I'll return to shred you, rip you limb from limb.
See what I can do.
See and do, or I shall return.
The easy way. Morkvarg, of my own free will, I offer you this fare. Now dig in.
Won't turn to ash.
Won't know until you try. Come on, a spoonful for Daddy.
Fuck! This shite again!
Farewell.
See you soon.
Floodgates open, but nothing's happening.
Hey-ya!
Again. Tiresome conversation. Not interested.
What will you do?
What a witcher ought to. Again. Mentioned a reward of some kind.
Looted.
Tiresome
What?
What a... it.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
You've no respect.
You're you dimwit! Drop one more and I'll keelhaul you!
Got a minute?
Prepare my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were the hunter's son.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, so them's your apples. Alright, ask away. In praise of Freya.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
Bet she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound, then slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed. Understand? He laughed. But Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
What happened to Morkvarg?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin, and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Didn't help the priestesses. Why not?
How could I? Alone against a dozen raiders that... Why are you staring?
Just wondering. You people, obsessed with honor, courage, and so on. But you just cut and run? Strange.
I ain't proud of it. Since that day, I've been seeking a worthy death at sea. Seems the goddess, she's not seen fit to summon me yet.
Liar.
What? I swear it on the Great Mother's tits.
Cut the act. Don't buy your piety one bit. You were one of Morkvarg's men.
Well, well. Sharp yarn. Didn't see one thing, though. Lads here around me, they're mine. Armed to the teeth to the man. Let me introduce yous.
Can't wait.
You're daft. You're alone. What's your plan, eh?
Let me show you.